This is a walkthrough video of how to transfer a domain name that's registered with Google Domains and soon to be taken over by Squarespace and transfer it to Namecheap. Namecheap is our preferred vendor for all domain name registrations. I love it because they're very affordable and they provide free domain privacy, and been very happy with their services. So in this particular example, I am going to be transferring one of my domains called Becky's Seaside Cafe, and it's currently originally registered with Google Domains. So I'm going to go to Namecheap, and I'm going to go to Domains and Domain Transfer. I'm going to enter the name in here. This is the name of the domain I already own, and I'm going to click Transfer, and it's going to ask for a code. First, it's going to ask, okay, registration lock. So right now it's locked, we need to go and unlock it, and it's also going to ask for an authorization code. So those are the two things that have to be done before you can transfer. So we're going to go over to Google Domains, and I've already logged in. We're going to go to Seaside Cafe. We're going to click on Manage, and then we are going to click on Registration Settings. We're going to find the protection. So that's the privacy protection. We're looking for the lock. Here it is. The domain is locked, so we're going to toggle that off. Then right below that, we are going to transfer out. We're going to get the authorization code, and this will be a one-time code that it gives you. My code will be different than your code, so let that refresh. It just wants to confirm who I am. To transfer your domain away from Google, make sure your contact is updated and your authorization code is here. So I'm just going to click on this copy symbol, okay? And then I'm going to say done. I'm going to come back to Namecheap. I'm going to refresh this. We've unlocked it, so I'm going to tell Namecheap to check the domain again. Okay, now it's showing unlocked. Yes, I agree. I'm going to paste this code in here. I'm going to verify the authorization code, and we're going to add it to the cart. Now, when you transfer the domain to a new registrar like this, it usually extends the registration by 1 year. So let me double check here. What's the expiration date? June 22. I'm not sure what year. Let's see, go back. Renews this year. So once I transfer it to Namecheap, it should set the expiration date to 2025. Okay, so back here, so we're just going to view our cart, check out. Domain privacy is free forever. It's always turned on. Get rid of that guy. Confirm. So for $10 a year, we can transfer this name. I'm gonna log in. I have an existing account. I have two-factor authentication. It's a different code every time, so I'm not worried about that. And card saved in my account, so I'm just gonna pay for that. Let that work. There we go. So we have initiated the transfer. So what will happen is we should be getting a couple of emails. I'm going to pop over there and check the emails. One should be a receipt from Namecheap, and the other should be from Google Domains or from... Okay, now that we've initiated the transfer with Namecheap, we should have gotten a couple of emails. So the first email is a receipt for our order, and that is here, domain name transfer of BeckySeasideCafe.com, and then a confirmation email from Google saying, hey, we received a request, do you want to cancel or approve? So be careful when you get these, because they try to kind of stop you from doing it. So if it asks for approval, then you click through that and do that. If you accidentally click it when it's a link from, say, GoDaddy or somebody else, it'll say, like, are you sure you want to cancel? And sometimes the only link in the email is a cancel link. So just make sure you're really clear about reading what it says. I've already done this part, and then I waited. If you see from February 2 to February 8, it took 5 days. Some domains will take 7 days. Some will you can speed them up and it'll go instantly. But from this example, transferring from Google Domains to Namecheap, it was a 5-day waiting period. So here we got our email that this just confirms what the registration details are. And then this one verifies that it's complete. Now, the thing that I would do at this point, once a domain has transferred, it's really important that you verify the DNS records. sometimes they don't transfer over properly. So it's important that you log in to your new registrar and confirm your DNS records and make sure that things are pointed where they should be. So the thing with DNS records, if you aren't aware of how to manage those, it's important that you reach out to support if you are unsure. So I'm going to go to my domain list and I'm going to look for Becky's. Oh, here, down here, Becky's. Search my list, okay. I'm going to manage and advanced DNS. Now, first and foremost, the main domain, my custom DNS records are still showing Google domains. So this needs to be changed to either Namecheap or wherever I want to host my site. So I'm going to change my DNS records here. That when your name servers are pointed somewhere else, that's where you have to go to update DNS records. If the name servers are pointed here to Namecheap, then you're good to go. You can actually edit them here. So that's always, even though the name is registered with Namecheap now, if I had left my name servers pointed to Google or Cloudflare or any of the hosting companies, that's where I would have to go in order to update DNS records. So it can get a little confusing, but reach out to support of any if you're not sure, because they will help you through that. So I'm going to just verify that my DNS records are what I want them to be. And there's actually none here. I don't actually have anything hosted with this site yet, but if I wanted to, I could easily add a record. I could add a hosting record here, and I could set it up to host on one of my servers. So I would just put in my server IP address here. So that should wrap up how to transfer domain names from Google to Namecheap. Good luck, and if you have questions, let us know.